Hey guys, Mr. PhD here. This is my review for Season 3, Episode 1 of Arrow. Now, if you saw Arrow, then you know how in the beginning it was a lot more about the personal dichotomy between uh, Felicity Smoke and Oliver Queen. They actually go on a date. Oliver officially asks her out, and they end up almost getting blown to smithereens, yes, eens, by a rocket launcher. There's a new Count in town. New guy comes in. He is the new Count Vertigo. And this particular strain of Vertigo is a lot more potent. It's a lot more deadly because he makes you see your fears. So, like, whatever your worst fear is, you start to hallucinate it. And he injects Oliver with it, and Oliver sees himself. Well, he injects the arrow with it, but we all know it's Oliver. And after that, he ends up defeating him. They live to fight another day. Well, Oliver does. Diggle has a baby, and Oliver was like they were trying. It was like the final moments of the episode where they're trying to beat the new Count. Oliver tells Diggle that he can't go out tonight. And Diggle gets mad at him, and he's like, dude, I'm trying to save your life. Because, Diggle just had a child. Diggle dies trying to help Oliver. How's that going to make Oliver feel? And Oliver's trying to explain this to him. Diggle's not having any of it. So Diggle ends up storming out. He leaves. They stop the count. We're all good. Now, I mentioned in my last video, my Flash review video, that they changed the logo. The arrowhead is a lot more dynamic. And it's very interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. We get to see Roy, a.k.a. Red Arrow, Speedy, Arsenal, whatever you want to call him. His costume's new. He's just not wearing a red hoodie that he got from Hollister. He actually has a mask, a hood, the suit with the body armor tunic stick, just like Oliver's, except it's red. He's been like, he actually ends up saving the day because there's a bomb planet, and he ends up spraying it with some type of coolant that goes through the ventilation system of a stadium that they were in. I forget all the details about it, but he ends up saving the day. He's still upset about Thea, which is understandable. She did not make an appearance in this episode. They mentioned her in the beginning. Oliver was like, Thea's sending me pictures from some location wherever she is, and that was pretty much it. The other interesting thing about that was we get to see, of course, like Arrow does, it goes from right now to the past 5 years ago when Oliver was on the island. He's no longer on the island. Now, Amanda Waller, who's a very influential, very, honestly, very deadly, she's kind of like the female version of William Stryker for you Marvel fans. She's kind of like that. That's somebody you can compare her to. I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but in comparison, a person who doesn't necessarily have any powers, but they have so many connections and they have such a good position, they can basically get away with anything. Amanda Waller, most recently known for setting up the Suicide Squad. And she takes Oliver off the island, has him in Hong Kong. He keeps trying to escape. They keep capturing him, and to the point where Amanda Waller threatens to kill the guy's family who's in charge of keeping watch over Oliver. And Oliver's now in a conundrum because he wants to leave, but if he leaves, the guy's family will die. And he's not really a bad guy, he's just really doing his job. Not only that, but now it's officially not a thing between Felicity and Oliver, unfortunately. I was really hoping that would be a thing because I'm so sick of Laurel. I don't like her character at all. And the end of the episode, Sarah gets three arrows to the stomach. I mean, it was like right before I was like, she's like, no, and she falls off a building. Moments before she ends up seeing Laurel, they're reunited. Hey, sis, or whatever type of relationship sisters have between each other. Then she gets shot 3 times in the stomach by arrows, and she falls off the roof. So I hope that Laurel doesn't blame that on Oliver. I honestly think it's Malcolm Merlin who's come back because he wasn't really dead. And we saw in the second season he's Thea's father. Then he disappears after Thea goes with him. I mean, what a better rivalry than having Malcolm Merlin, who basically was beating the crap out of Oliver in the second season to the point where it was like, no, I'm sorry, first season, to the point where it's like no contest. But after Oliver has stopped Slade, well, he's in prison now. After Oliver stopped him, it'd be interesting to see because they both have time to grow, things like that. So that was my review. It was a great episode, 10 out of 10. Next week's episode will be on Wednesday, 8 o'clock on CW. You will have my review. Actually, that night we're going to try to do something tonight. With actually starting a Nerdworthy TV channel. Didn't work out, schedule conflictions, but we'll have that to you guys next week. And until I see you guys next week, actually I'll see you guys Friday for Z Nation. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to see what happens with that when we start doing other things, and I'll just bring you guys that content. Tell me what your favorite parts of Arrow were. Like, subscribe. Always, we accept emails, nerdworthy101@gmail.com. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us things that you would like to see. Mid-October, Battles You Care About will start episode 1, so be ready for that. And I will see you guys later.